So the undisputed fight could be on for back end of 2020. Well, Eddie Hearn is hoping that it could be set up for the back end of 2020 because today there seems to be a lot more progress in terms of the undisputed fight potentially happening this year. Well, I don't think it's going to happen this year, but there's been some positive sound over the last couple of days as to whether the undisputed fight is going to happen this year, 2020. Eddie Hearn's talking about a potential split between AJ and Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury if Tyson Fury should come through with a victory over Deontay Wilder on February 22nd. With AJ potentially having a 50-50 split with either man in a potential undisputed fight. Now, Eddie Hearn, well, before now, has always been talking about Deontay Wilder can't sell tickets, and then so on and so forth, talking about he would never have AJ go over 50-50 split with Deontay Wilder. Not so much with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, we don't really know too much about the offering that has been made to Tyson Fury because mainly the limelight has always been with the splits and the offers to Deontay Wilder. So we're not really aware of what offers have been offered to Tyson Fury. So, but in terms of Deontay Wilder, this seems to be a bigger shift because Eddie Hearn has not looked interested in offering Deontay Wilder 50-50 at any point. But after listening to this interview, it seems like Eddie Hearn, AJ, they just want to get this fight on because, especially after Anthony Joshua losing to Andy Ruiz, the quicker they can get this fight on, the better. Because if Deontay Wilder loses along the road, or AJ loses along the road, both men have lost out on a lot of money. And talking about money, Anthony Joshua has actually received a huge side offer, I think from Saudi Arabia, the same, just like how he received the offer for the Andy Ruiz fight, big money offer where AJ apparently made £60 million. And I wonder what kind of offer they've made now because this is an undisputed fight. This ain't Andy Ruiz. What kind of massive offer has been made for this one? Because money talks, guys, and if big money has been put up for this fight, will this be an incentive for Deontay Wilder's team? If Deontay Wilder is to beat Tyson Fury, will this be a massive incentive for Deontay Wilder to come out and potentially take on AJ in an undisputed fight at the end of this year? Will the WBO allow Anthony Joshua also to fight for undisputed fight, allowing him to sidestep Usyk? Or will Anthony Joshua somehow navigate having to fight 3 fights? We're not really sure how that's going to be. But it's looking quite interesting though, because a massive offer coming through for the fight to be held in Saudi Arabia between AJ and Deontay Wilder. And as I said before, money talks, and this might be just what could actually push this fight to taking place because 50-50 offer to Wilder, massive site offer, massive revenue, big money for both men. I don't know what the problem is that will lead to this fight not happening, because if this 50-50 offer and this massive site offer is not enough to lead to the undisputed fight happening late 2020 or potentially early 2021, then I don't know if this undisputed fight is ever going to happen, because what more money, big money on the table, big potential massive venue, all the attention, all the attention on this fight, and for all of this to happen with the massive site offer and the 50-50 split for this fight not to happen would be disappointing, and I don't know if the fight would happen at all, to be honest, if this didn't lead to the undisputed fight. Because what more can you want? 50-50 offer, basically big money, someone's basically presenting big money in front of your face and your hands, and you don't want it. I don't know. I'll be disappointed if Deontay Wilder doesn't accept this offer, if he's to beat Tyson Fury, because he needs to focus on that. But yeah, progress. And in terms of what Eddie Hearn was also talking about, he seemed to show more contrition in terms of what mistakes were potentially made in the early negotiation. In terms of how he spoke, it sounded like he was trying to just basically like mend bridges, because the bridges are going to have to be mended for this fight to be made, because there's a lot of egos on both sides. Even Eddie Hearn was even talking about himself, talking about he believed he has the best fighter, talking about AJ's commercial value and everything like that. So hopefully both sides can come back to the table, and just like Eddie Hearn said, we can have the negotiations off Twitter, get this fight made behind the scenes, and then on the scene we can get to see this fight live, whether it's in Saudi Arabia, whether it's in the US, whether it's in London. I suspect the fight will not be in London, and I suspect the fight will probably not be in the US, because that could be a sticking point in the negotiations. Will AJ want to fight in Deontay Wilder's backyard? Will Deontay Wilder want to fight in AJ's backyard? They probably won't, just because of the magnitude of this fight. They probably might have to find a neutral venue. And with this huge site offer and 50-50 split for both men, I think this just might be what is needed to just tip the balance into favor of the fans, so we can get the fight that we want to see. Because I want to see AJ fight Deontay Wilder once and for all. Because I'm tired of the talking and what is going to happen if Wilder lands this shot, or what's going to happen if AJ lands this shot. Can we see the fight, please? That's all I just want to see. So, yeah. Huge site offer for the Wilder or Tyson Fury fight if Fury's to win, beat Deontay Wilder. Eddie Hearn talking about 50-50 split with Deontay Wilder, citing Deontay Wilder's growing popularity, especially with Deontay Wilder's growing popularity after his devastating knockout on Ortiz and Dominic Brazil. Highlight reel knockout that even a lot of casual fans and even hardcore boxing fans, everyone knows about Deontay Wilder's power, magnitude of the fight, guaranteed knockout in my opinion in between AJ and Joshua. Who's going to get knocked out? What do you guys think? Drop your comments in the comment section below. What do you think about this huge site offer to AJ to fight Wilder or Fury? What do you think about Eddie Hearn conceding that he might have to offer Deontay Wilder a 50-50 split in order for the fight to happen? Do you think this fight is going to happen at the back end of 2020? Drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me hear from you guys. Cool.